Came out today to finalize the installation of this Motus antenna that will be tracking any birds that fly by. So the tower got put up a week or so ago, and then today all of the final equipment was put up. And we tested the little tags that the birds will have on them. There are a total of 7 antennas up there. 3 of them are 166 megahertz, and they are directional. So if you look at the tower, you'll see that there's one pointed off to the east, one to the southeast, and one over towards the peaks. And then there are 3 smaller antennas that pick up much tinier tags called nano tags.
Edwin Juarez is the lead for the Arizona Motus Working Group. And back in 2017 or so, I heard him talk about Motus and about how these tags were being used to detect the paths that an individual bird could take on their migratory path. That, we know that there's huge amount of birds that migrate north in the summer and breed, and then they migrate south in the winter. And we know that. We know in species, you can track that by species, but not by individual bird, except for if you band a bird. The east is just covered in Motus stations, which is great, but there's just a huge gap in the west. And if you look on the Motus website, there's literally specifically a gap in northern Arizona where there's not stations and they're not detecting birds. We need to know where the birds are and where they're going to water, and we need to do everything we can to help preserve that and conserve that water. So it's been over a year since we've been envisioning this happening, and it happened today. And the tags worked, and they worked at a distance. So I'm just thrilled.
Roughly an hour and a half south of Flagstaff in Camp Verde, a second Motus station has been added to the Motus Wildlife Tracking System. This station is on a hill overlooking Rancho Tres Brisas, a working cattle ranch, and the Verde River. Antennas that would pick up tags in the Motus system were added to an existing tower on the property, constructed in the 1960s. Kelly Cullen, owner of Niles Radio Communications, finished the final touches on the tower. Then, testing of the tags could be conducted.
Oh, yeah, I already got it.
You got it?
We'll give it a minute and see if we can see it.
You didn't pick anything up?
Not on this one. You did on that other
On the
one.
big one.
Yeah.
After testing the tags from a few nearby locations, Hockley called it for the day. Hockley and Cullen intend to return to the station to add new antennas and to conduct additional testing. The 2 Northern Arizona stations are currently online and can be viewed on the Motus database.
I think this is Coconino National Forest lands right here. To say, could you all do some improvement for this grasslands? That might be something that our Motus stations help us with land management decisions that we can advocate for, because that's what this is all about, is advocating for good land management decisions. And if they can improve these grasslands for grassland birds, it would be awesome. That would be a really huge thing that we get to advocate for.